Well, folks, it was another toasty one across the 4 states with temperatures in the upper 80s and lower 90s. And it looks like we're going to see more of that. Let's take a look outside right now, just outside of Seneca, Missouri, the Indigo Sky Casino and Resort. And we have a lot of indigo sky out there. Lots of blue skies, allowing those temperatures to really warm up this afternoon. Hardly any clouds at all in the atmosphere. We did make it up to 90 degrees today, which was above the normals of 87. But check out the low. It was 62, which was a little bit below. And looking at the records, 101 back in 1953. We're still behind on the rainfall, about 6.5 inches, but at least for the month, we're not that far behind, about 1/4 of an inch behind right now. All right, let's look at the heat advisories. They are in effect for Delaware County and the Tulsa metro area, where they're still picking up from a lot of the storm damage over the weekend. That heat advisory will be in effect until 9 o'clock tonight, and wouldn't be surprised to see that reissued several times as we head through the coming week. Temperatures right now are in the mid-80s off to the east, like Monette with 84. Meanwhile, it's still pretty toasty out there to the west in Neodesha, where it's 90. Also 90 in Nowata, Veneta, Welch, Oswego, many places getting into the 90s. And when you factor in the dew point and the humidity, it actually feels pretty close to the temperature, so it's not too bad right now. But we're going to see those heat indexes starting to rise as we go through the work week. Rain chances, though, are going to be low pretty much all week long, including the next 36 hours. Maybe an isolated, very isolated stray shower or two, but that is about it. Don't get your hopes up. Temperatures are going to be in the 60s tonight with southeasterly winds, so a pretty nice night. And then tomorrow, basically a duplicate of today. Temperatures in the upper 80s to right around 90 degrees with east to southeasterly winds. And then as we go into Wednesday morning, we're going to see a little bit more in the way of cloudiness, but temperatures will still be in the mid 60s. Notice the storms way out to the west. They're going to stay to the west and south of us for the time being. And then Wednesday afternoon, temperatures once again up to around 90 degrees with slightly northeasterly winds. Then as we go into Thursday, the winds will be out of the east with temperatures in the mid to upper 60s across the area. Now we're going to be under a blocking ridge of high pressure pretty much all week long. And Tuesday you can see that axis basically going all the way from the Great Lakes right across our area, a trough on the east and a trough on the west. And notice as we go through the week, it doesn't really change that much. We do see this trough trying to ease its way back into our area on Thursday, and so that will bring a little bit cooler air in our area. But then the ridge starts to build back in as we go into Friday. And then on Saturday and Sunday, we kind of go into a northwesterly flow pattern, and that is actually a good pattern for storms, especially in the late night and early morning hours as complexes roll to the south and east from the north and west. So that's when we'll start to see the rain chances increase just a little bit. Now, speaking of rainfall, as we go between now and Sunday evening, this is the amount of rainfall expected. You can see not a whole lot to dampen the dust out there. Maybe a little bit more rain out towards the west where they could maybe see a ½ inch or so. And over the summer, this is the good news. We're actually forecasting a little bit above normal on the precipitation. I hope this verifies. And then as we look at temperatures, slightly above normal as far as temperatures go, milder up towards the north, and of course very hot out towards the west and the east coast. It's going to be hot this week, that's for sure. As we look at the 7-day forecast, pretty much all week long, temperatures near 90. Here comes those chances of thunderstorms on Saturday and Sunday, but notice only about a 30 to 20% chance at this point. And then next week, continuing on with the hot weather, again, maybe some slight chances of storms on Wednesday and Thursday of next week. But Monday, it looks like it's going to be 93. And of course, Wednesday is the first day of summer.
Yeah.
So we're here.
You would know it. You would know it from the temps,
Yep.
for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Dan.